Hello, hello. This is Kelly Covert, and I am here today at home with Symphoria and one of our board members and super fans, Vicky Feldman. Vicky, how are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so excited to sit down and chat with you. And Vicky and I are good friends. She's on our solstice committee, and like she does so many things for Symphoria. Like I don't even know how we could begin to thank you for all that you do. But why don't you start with why why do you love Symphoria?
Good question. I don't know. I just kind of feel like I grew up with you guys. I've been kicking around for so long. Um, it has been a long time. I mean, been through the ringer and, uh, all the graphic design aspects, trying to keep things going, and president of the former volunteer organization. And I mean, I guess that's where it all started.
Hmm.
Just sort of a one-man support group.
Hmm. So you're talking about the SSMA, correct?
Well, and the SSA before that.
Right.
I've been
Uh-huh.
president of both organizations.
Uh-huh. And for those of you who might not realize this, when you open up a program book, a Symphoria program book, Vicky is the person who puts all of that, all of those pages together and makes it look beautiful and makes sure all of our donors get acknowledged and all of those things. It is not a tiny job.
And here I am, where the magic happens.
That's in your studio where the magic happens. This is also where the magic happens for me. So, and since you've been at home, I know that you've been missing live music. What have you been listening to at home?
Well, I listen to a variety of. It's funny because I on my iPod. I like to tell people I have everything from AC/DC to Zydeco. Um, I'm a classic rock chick from, it's that's why I love listening to Pandora, because I can mix up. I can be listening to, Chopin 1 minute and the Beatles the next, and it's a kind of a mix. It's great because you select what you like, and you never know from 1 minute to the next what it's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a mixed bag of a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And I always think of you in sort of the classical music zone because that's where I know you. But I actually got to witness a picture of you and your husband dressed up like hippies from the 60s for a
Oh
recent
yeah,
party. Wasn't that right? It was for an
yeah, my sister's party.
uh-huh, or a birthday party, right?
Yeah,
And I was like, oh, I'm beginning to see now like Vicky's true colors coming out.
yeah. I say a little bit classical, a little bit rock and roll.
Hmm. And you also sing with the Syracuse Pops chorus,
Yeah,
correct?
I
Mhm.
miss them a lot.
Tell us a little bit about what you love so much about that.
I feel like I've been doing that my entire life. I still, when I was in elementary school, which was a K-8 school, and you got to be in Glee Club in seventh grade, and I could not wait. I was like so excited to finally be in seventh grade so I could be in Glee Club. And
Hmm.
then I did the chorus a little bit in high school. It was an extracurricular after school. And
Hmm.
not too much after that, I actually performed in the Goon Show at SU when I went there, which they don't have anymore. But the Goon Squad was the group that moved kids in when they were freshmen. And
Okay.
then they had on Parents Weekend, they had a show that you could try out for, and I was part of a doo-wop ensemble, which was a lot of fun. I still have a picture from that. And then I
That's
really
fun.
didn't do much of anything.
You'll have to dig up that picture and see if we can post it in the comments. I bet people would love to see that. And how long have you been singing with the Syracuse Pops chorus?
I think about 10 years.
Hmm. What are
I
your
I was
favorite
going to say
concerts?
I went to, it was probably the first concert they did. It was a John Williams concert, and I was at the concert, and I said I would rather be up there with them. So and it was when Lou Limos and I were both on the board of the SSO, and it
Hmm.
was after a board meeting. I think it involved wine, And I went up to him and I said, I really like to sing with the Pops Chorus. He goes, oh, well, he said, rehearsals are on Wednesday. Just come. So I've been
Oh,
there ever
wonderful.
since.
I think a lot of good decisions involve wine.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, do you have any really special memories of concerts that you loved that you were on stage with the Pops Chorus?
Actually, the one where we all left stage properly dressed, and then during intermission, we all changed our clothes to come back and sing Aquarius. And we were all dressed like that 60s hippie chick that you saw for my sister's party.
Oh, fantastic.
And most of us barely recognized all the chorus members because it was great. I do have a picture of that.
Okay, well, we'll have to see if we can figure out how to post it in the comments so people can see. So we have a few people with us today. Ernie's here, and he said,
Ernie,
we all love Vicki Feldman.
Hi, Ernie.
And I know that our orchestra members have this very special place in our heart for you because on many occasions we'll come backstage and find ginormous trays of treats that Vicki has made just for us, all different varieties and all different kinds. And I'm not saying that there have ever been fights about the best ones, but I know that there's claiming that happens.
I know everybody has their favorites.
But it's something that we look forward to every year. So since you've been at home, I know you have grandkids that you haven't been able to see. And sometimes we just have to kind of indulge in our feelings. So what have been some of your guilty pleasures since you've been home?
Actually, my main guilty pleasure is taking time to time off, when I'm not at the computer. Because that's where you can usually find me. So on a day when I have done nothing, I say at the end of the day, geez, I did nothing today.
So and it was the best day ever.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, so for everyone who's here, I'm going to say we are doing lightning round questions off the cuff today. So now's your time to put in a lightning round question. And when we get to those in a minute, I'm going to make sure that Vicki is well supplied. This is exciting. I have some sort of like up my sleeve just in case people don't deliver for me. But Vicki, what are you most looking forward to when Symphoria can be back on the stage again and the hall is open and we're all together?
Well, besides the music, I miss everybody. I just miss seeing everyone and catching up and chatting and seeing what's going on and and then the people in the hall during intermission, and I miss people. I actually ran into John Friedrichs and Annette at the supermarket yesterday, and I said, "Oh my God, it's so nice to see somebody like in person."
I know that exact feeling, and I know what's going to be really hard for me when we start to be able to see people more is for me not to give everyone a hug because I'm a hugger, and that's my first instinct if I haven't seen people in a really long time. But I think just to be back face to face is going to feel so great, and we're looking forward to an amazing season of concerts. It's not going to be like anything that we've had before at first anyway, but we are having concerts and we are looking forward to playing for you and making sure that we have some sort of concert-like experience, hopefully in the hall sooner rather than later. So Vicki, it looks like I am on my own. No one has volunteered any lightning round questions.
Really?
Maybe they will come as we get going. So I will begin. Beach or mountains?
Oh, that's hard because we do both. I always told people we would leave Syracuse. We leave one cold place to go to another cold place. we left in the winter and took our kids skiing in Colorado. And I am from the beach. I grew up at the Jersey Shore, so that's tough. I love both of them.
You can't choose. You
No.
can't choose. Yeah. Salty or sweet?
Depends the time of the day, but definitely sweet.
I can tell by the lovely treats that you make us. It's only someone that has a sweet tooth that can be that good of a baker. That's what I think. Let's see. Red or white?
Well, definitely red because I'm not a white. Yeah, no white.
No white. And do you like Saturdays or Sundays better?
I don't know. In my life, they're all a day that ends in Y.
Especially these days, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just they all run one into another. Ernie Muskies has one for you. What's your favorite section of the orchestra?
Well, I always said that they were my favorite and to not tell anybody. So,
Oh, well,
but,
he did say there's only one correct answer.
yeah.
I don't know that counts as a lightning round question. Is more of sort of like bribery or something
He was
like
just
that.
testing me to see if I remembered.
Well, and I have told Ernie and Michael and Larry that if they ever need an honorary person in the percussion section, I'm happy to be their gal.
Well, when I'm sitting with the chorus, most of the time I am in the percussion section, and I always say, just let me know if you need any help.
Yeah. One time I rolled a bass drum out like onto the stage, and I felt like, oh, I've made it. I'm here. I'm part of the percussion section now. But I think also the percussion section and I just feel connected because especially when I'm playing piccolo, we have to count so many rests. So, there's solidarity there in the rest counting. Ernie says you will be rewarded handsomely.
Okay, good.
For that.
Well, and now I know what percussion music looks like. I always wondered, like what does percussion music look like? So now I know.
Yeah, it's not always what you think that it would be. Little triangles and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think of one more really good one. Winter or summer?
I'm more of a spring and fall because I don't like the extreme cold and I do not like the extreme heat.
So in other words, you're saying, Kelly, these questions were terrible.
Well, they're not terrible for somebody. I don't mind winter, and I really don't. It's nice not to have to put on a coat in the summer. So
for sure, sure. I love it here in New York. I grew up in the South, where it's always hot.
Yeah.
Just hot all the time, and so I quite love it here with the change of
seasons.
And Ernie has one more. He says, ask her about her nationally recognized and award-winning recipes. Oh, is this true? You have award-winning recipes, Vicki?
Yeah, that's my big secret. It wasn't a secret when it happened. I went to the Pillsbury Bake Off one time.
What did you make?
I made a Nutella and banana strudel that was wrapped in crescent roll dough.
Wow. And did you win?
We ate a lot of Nutella during that time. It was really good. No,
But you got picked to go.
I was one of 100 finalists, and it was quite an adventure.
Wow. That's so amazing. See, I feel like I know you really well, and I did not know that about you, Vicki.
Here, wait 1 second.
Oh, we lost her. I bet she's going to go get a picture of this.
It just happened to be handy. Here you go.
Wow.
Wait, let me get it.
Breakfast and brunches. Oh, that's a breakfast and brunch. Banana breakfast strudel.
You had to pick a category. But if you go on the Pillsbury website and I don't think there isn't a lot of strudel on there. So if you just look for recipes and put in strudel, it'll come up.
Okay. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to go find it and I'll put the link And so everyone can go make your award-winning breakfast strudel with chocolate and Nutella. Well, Vicky, the secrets that have been uncovered here just blow my mind. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being such an integral part of our organization, from the board to all of the work you do for us with the graphic design, to singing in the Pops concert, to being backstage, to bringing us treats. All of these things, like, you really are to me what it means to be Symphoria family. So
Oh,
thank
thanks.
you for that. And Vicky, Emily Bass is here and she says, I miss seeing you.
Yeah, me too.
We all miss each other so much. So thank you again for everything. And we are just going to like keep on keeping on, looking forward to the next time that we can be together, which hopefully is sooner rather than later.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
thanks, Ernie.
And thank you, Ernie. And for all of you who are watching, thanks for being here today. We're going to take a couple of days off from our live interviews, from our live at-home interviews. So this Thursday and next Monday will be pre-recorded, but we still have some wonderful community spotlight interviews for you to watch. And we'll be back with our live interviews on the 13th. So have a wonderful week and a great 4th, everyone. And thank you so much, Vicky, for being here. Have a wonderful week.
You too.
Bye.
Everyone else too.